Hi, today is the 7th of January. Welcome to our meditation. I would like to read in Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 25. There is a way that appears to be right, but in the end it leads to death. We've been talking about the way, and Jesus in John chapter 14 verse 6 says, Jesus answered, I am the way, I am the truth, I am the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. In John chapter 13-14, Jesus will be answering some questions of his disciples. And here, this disciple wanted to know how he was going to get where he was supposed to get. And Jesus is not going to give him a teaching about a law, about a religion. He's going to tell him, I am the way. Nobody can come to the Father except from me. Sometimes we forget that. And this John chapter 14 verse 6 is part of 7 different I am that we find in the book of John, starting chapter 6 where Jesus says, I am the bread of life, all the way to chapter 15 where he says, I am the true vine. And here Jesus is saying that he's the way. He's the truth and the life. So we are not following a religion, we are following a person. And Paul, when he's giving his defense in Corinthians, in Acts chapter 24, verse 14, he says, however, I admit that I worship the God of our ancestors as a follower of the way. I am following the way, and Jesus is the way. That's why he was being persecuted. He was being persecuted because he was following the way. And that's the only way to do if you are a Christian. He's going to say, when he wrote to the Romans in chapter 1, he says the gospel talks about Jesus. The gospel is about Jesus. It's not about a Christian teaching that a holy person has given us. It's all about Jesus. Don't follow your pastor. Don't follow the Pope. Follow Jesus. If you are following another person than Jesus, you are going to get lost. That's what Hebrews chapter 12 verse 2 says, and Hebrews chapter 12 verse 2 is going to give us a reason why we should follow Jesus. Fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of our faith. He is the one who is the pioneer of our faith, but also the perfecter. He knows the way because he is the way. So run with him, look at him. For the joy set before him, Hebrews chapter 12 verse 2 says, he endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. So don't follow anyone else. Just follow Jesus, the way. He is the way. So follow him and you'll be all right. Follow him every day. Don't stop following him. Believe in him. Trust in him. Listen to him. Talk to him. Listen to him and talk to him. Be with him every day. 2 Corinthians, Paul is going to say in chapter 4, verse 6, for God who said, let light shine out of darkness, made his light shine in our hearts to give us the light of the knowledge of God's glory displayed in the face of Christ. It is in Christ that we know God's glory. And he's going to tell the Colossians in chapter 1, verse 27, Christ in you is the hope, or Christ in us is the hope of glory. Do you want to get there? So follow Jesus, walk with Jesus. Jesus is the way. Just Jesus, because he says nobody can come to the Father if they don't walk in me. God bless you.